Hello, beautiful people. My name is Nadine and welcome to my channel. I am so blessed that you have decided to click on this video and explore life with me. This is just going to be a little introduction video explaining to you why I'm here and why I created this channel. So, like I said, my name is Nadine. I am a 22-year-old living in Northern Virginia, about 20 to 30 minutes away from Washington, D.C. Honestly, when there's traffic, it can be like 45 minutes. It's pretty annoying. But with that being said, I have decided to start this channel to just get into the mess with you guys and do life. I lived so much of my life just being tossed around at sea because I did not have an anchor for my soul, because I was lacking that firm foundation with my relationship with Jesus Christ. So that being said, this is a faith-based channel. So I am going to be talking about Jesus, but I am not going to be limiting Jesus because our God is limitless. So our ceiling is his floor, which is incredible. Ephesians 3:20 tells us that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we could ever ask or imagine. So that is a promise that God has made. And my word for this year is promises, because I am truly looking to walk in God's promises. Another little fun fact is that if you know me, you know that my favorite Bible verse is Esther 4:14. Perhaps you were born for such a time as this. This past year, I've been figuring out my purpose. And what do you know? I figured it out. My purpose, along with everyone else in this world, is to fully walk with God, knowing his love, and to bring him glory by the way that we love other people. So our God is a relational God, right? He came down to this earth so that we could do life with him and do life together. So that is truly what I believe, and I hope that it shines through in everything that I do. And if you don't vibe with this, that's fine. You know, I'm praying for you. I love you. You are welcome here, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe. I feel like I should have started off this video with that, so my apologies. I'm learning. We're all learning. This is a crazy thing, life, especially in a time like this, right? So I'm filming this a few days before inauguration, but it is inauguration day when this is coming out. So, man, I'm just praying for peace over our nation. I pray that you are able to find an anchor for your soul. Again, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe, I'm praying that hopefully one day it is Jesus, because truly he is the best thing that has ever happened to me. If you know me, you know that I love to talk, especially about God. I mean, he just comes through in everything I speak about now, because I found my firm footing in who he is and who he has made me to be. That is my whole identity now, is in Jesus. And it is so cool, you guys. It is the best thing I've ever experienced. So if you know me too, you know one of my fears is being seen. And I know that sounds crazy, because if you're on this channel, you've probably found it from Instagram or TikTok or maybe Twitter. And you might think, well, this girl seems like she's fine in front of a camera, in front of people. And here's the thing. Very much I am not, or I was not, pre-Jesus, BC Nadine, as we like to call her. So I know that God has given me a voice, and that is something that I'm walking in this year. I'm trying to find it. It started off small with my little blog and some TikToks that I didn't tell any of my friends about, because I was like, oh, this isn't out for 13-year-olds. They're going to think I'm crazy. Maybe they still do. It's fine. It doesn't matter to me anymore, because I'm on there sharing the love of Jesus. Back to the main thing. I started off with a blog because I was like, this is great. I can spend time in here and edit it and curate it to sound exactly how I want. And that's true too, right? With social media and videos and everything. But this is more raw for me, because I get nervous when people see me for who I am, not hiding behind a camera. I mean, technically, like, this is a camera, but you know, like, not hiding behind a screen, writing my thoughts, like spending hours and days thinking about it. One of my friends, Ashley, if you guys don't follow her on Instagram, @thehoney_scoop, she's incredible. She's my mentor right now, and she told me, guess what? Done is better than perfect, and this year, we're gonna work on shaking the spirit of perfection off of you, because that is not from God. Because God is perfect. We are not called to be perfect. We are called to learn and to walk in love. And so that's what I'm learning. That's what I'm doing. So thank you guys for bearing with me on this journey. Basically, I believe that we were all, in fact, created for a purpose. We are here intentionally. Our God is intentional. We know that he is the Alpha and the Omega. This is part of eternity. We get a chance to walk with Jesus before we die, which is so cool. Like, that we get to walk with him and experience life and get to know his heart and have our hearts fully transformed in not a transactional relationship, not doing things for love, but doing them from love because we've been transformed by his incredible love. So, I mean, somebody put that on a t-shirt, right? So, this is just me sharing some things that God has taught me along the way and how he had to completely break down my messy, broken foundation so that he could rebuild it and repurpose my pain for his glory and for the good. So that's a little bit about why I started this account. I just truly believe that we were created to do life together, not just with God, but with each other. So this is me trying to do life with you in a, midst of a COVID world. And while this year has been so crazy, it has been one of the most transformative years of my life. And for that, I am so grateful and so blessed. And that is my anchor verse for this year. My anchor verse is Luke 12:48, and it basically goes along the lines to say, to whom much is entrusted, much will be expected. And God has given me the privilege of being healthy in a pandemic, of having a platform, of living in the United States of America where I can freely talk about my faith and not be afraid to be killed for it, of being educated and just all of these other privileges. And I do not want to take those for granted. I am learning how to steward what God has given me. I think of it like this, right? When you borrow something from a friend, you tend to treat it as though it is more precious than anything you own. And this life is not mine, but for God. And it is a gift from God. And so that's how I'm trying to live the rest of my life. I spent 22 years running from it, but guess what? Here I am now. Basically, I want to be kind of like the big sister, mentor, friend that I wish I had when I was going through some things. And the beautiful thing about life is that it's messy, we make mistakes, but God has promised that he will never leave us and never forsake us, and that he will protect us, and he promises us that this is all going to work out for the good, and that whatever trials we have here on earth, he is with us. So, not to diminish anything that anyone is walking through, because we have all experienced trauma. And here's the beautiful thing about that is that we do not have to be victims, but survivors, and thrive from this trauma. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. Maybe go get therapy. I'm going to tell you, therapy is one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. I'm a huge advocate for that. Anyway, that's a little random rant. I have ADHD, so bear with me on this one. But basically, what I'm saying is I am so excited to get to do this journey with you guys. I am so honored and humbled and blessed that you have decided to join this family. If you want to follow along on the journey, I'm going to have videos coming out every single Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would love if you would follow along. If you guys have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, leave them in the comments, DM me on Instagram, leave a message anywhere. If you ever have any prayer requests, comment them, DM me on Instagram. I love to hear from you guys, and I truly do my best to answer any and all DMs and comments and prayer requests, unless I will add this, they are creepy and inappropriate, especially from men. That's my own discretion. We are allowed to have boundaries. That's something else I'll be talking about. But with that, I just want to let you guys know that I love you so much. In case you haven't heard that from anyone today, now you're hearing it. God loves you so much more than you could ever imagine, fully just as you are, and he is inviting you to take this journey with him. So with that, I will see you guys on Sunday at 5 p.m. I am so excited, and let's do this thing. Bye.